Hi, Dave Skocik here. This is the time of year when many people are out working in the yard, and just like in wintertime, there are slips and falls and pulled muscles and such. So I thought it'd be a good idea to kind of get an update on how to best take care of your back and your knees and other parts of your body. So I'm with Dr. Eric Skocik. Eric, welcome.
Thank you.
And I guess I should disclose you are my son.
Yes, 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 understood.
So tell me about what chiropractic is what it's based on.
It's based on the nervous system and its effects on the organs. And so what we do as chiropractors, we work on the muscles, we put the bones back into place so there's no pressure on the nerves, and it allows the body to heal from within.
So if I've got a pulled back or a sore neck, the best thing I could do, particularly I guess after an accident, would be to come in and see what you can do to straighten out the problem before it gets worse.
Well, most of the patients that we have come in because they're in pain. They've never been to a chiropractor. They decided we want to do what we can to get rid of the pain.
Pain's a good motivator.
Yeah, and it is, and they come in and we do what we can to help them get out of pain. One of the things that I would recommend is not waiting until it's time to come in because of the pain. You want to come in before that happens.
You mean after you feel like you've pulled something and it doesn't hurt yet, but it probably will?
Well, anybody walking around is going to have multiple issues in their vertebral column. They're going to have problems and muscle imbalances, and those imbalances need to be checked by a chiropractor.
So what's your background? How did you decide to become a chiropractor?
Well, I always wanted to go into the healthcare system. I used to be a medic. I was in the military. I was in the Army for 10 years. I was a medic. Then I was an X-ray technologist. And I talked to my uncle, who's a chiropractor, your brother, and Dr. Albert Skocik in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, and talked with him about being a chiropractor and what it entails. And it really interests me because I always wanted to help people.
How long does it take to become a chiropractor?
Well, to go to chiropractic school, you have to have prerequisites. You have to have at least 90 college credits, and usually you have a bachelor's degree before you go. Mm-hmm. And then you go to chiropractic school, it's another 318 credits.
318?
Yes.
How do you get all those credits in?
It's a lot of hard work, a lot of school, a lot of training. And
years worth of work.
Yes, it's definitely worth it. It's people coming in, the patients when they come in, and you can help them. It's very rewarding to help them.
So the main part that you work with when patients come in is the spine, and what other portions of the body?
Oh, I deal with patients with all types of conditions, injuries, ailments, all kind of problems, and I do what I can to make them feel better as soon as I can in the least amount of adjustments I can.
Okay. So do you collaborate with surgeons, with physical therapists?
Right. There's a place in this healthcare system for everyone. Physical therapists, we work with all of them. I refer out, they refer in. We work with the hospital, we work with physical therapists, and send people where they need to go, where the best care for them, where it will help them.
And I understand you even have people coming in from the base.
Right.
Air Force Base.
We've had medical personnel from the base actually refer people to our office.
And you've done some work with the VA clinic, which is just a
Right.
quarter of a mile down the street down here.
Some of the new things that are very exciting right now in chiropractic is that the VA is actually sending people they're actually referring people to our clinic and other chiropractic clinics in the area. It's really helping people. We have people that are on medications who are tired of being on medications. There's a lot of side effects to medications, and so while there is a place for medication, it's best to try to limit that and to get healed from within.
So that people should, I guess as they age, their bones are they're going to have more problems with the joints as we all do. So it'd be good to come in a sense, even before you, for a checkup, a periodic checkup?
Sure. There's so many different ways that your body can be out of alignment. There's stress, there's car accidents, injuries, you pick something up. What's important is not to let it go to a point where you bend over, you pick up a piece of paper or a pen, and you throw your back out.
Mhm.
I have those patients that come in, and it's a sad thing to see somebody in such pain. And I take it personally to do whatever I can to make them feel better. And sometimes they're at the point where it's just, you do what you can.
So how, if someone comes in and they're bent over, I know you've had patients like that, where their back is in a sense locked up, how many treatments would it take a patient like that, or is it variable?
It's variable. It depends on the patient, it depends on the condition they have, it depends on the length of time they've had it. Typically, if you've had a condition or you've had muscle tightness for many years, that's going to have long-term effects on your body. It pulls the vertebra out of place, you have more friction between the joints and the vertebra, and your body picks that up, that damage, and it says, hey, we need to fix that problem. And it throws calcium deposits in there. Those become bone spurs and osteophytes. And over time, those osteophytes can actually join together, and you can have natural fusion, and you lose your range of motion. And it's one of the things that make people age and look older than they actually are.
Tell me about some of the equipment that you have here.
Well, we have a various amount of things that we do to people. We have a spinal decompression machine that helps to decompress the spine to take pressure off of the discs, and then that takes pressure off of the nerves. We also use a hydrotherapy bed that helps to loosen up muscle. We have Russian stem, TENS unit, and that helps to loosen up muscle as well.
You can actually feel the current going through, a low current, but it certainly stimulates those muscles.
Sure.
And what about light? Do you use some sort of a light? Well, I know you used it on me one time. I haven't come in very often, but where you were working I didn't even feel any pressure. It was just some sort of a light, not a wand, whatever.
Well, I have a instrument that goes by percussion, and that helps to loosen up muscle. And that's one of the things that I use in cases when patients come in extreme pain. Sometimes the best thing is not to adjust them right away, but it's rather to work on the muscle, to loosen up the tight fibers of the muscle, and to be able to have that bone pop back into place.
What's your website? We'll have it on the screen. But
DoverChiro.com.
DoverChiro.com.
Yes.
And I think your number is 302-734-BACK.
That's right, 734-BACK, which is also 734-2225.
Okay, today I'm with Dr. Eric Skocik. He gave us some tips on what to do, how to take care of ourselves. Eric, my son, thanks.
Thank you, Dad.
Okay.